This day has been energy overload. All of this buzzing and changing going on within inside me is so overwhelming. And I didn't realize how hard it would be to do what's right for you after you've been doing things that aren't necessarily the best for you. I know that by paying attention to how I solve the problems versus what the problems are, that I can move past it much easier, much more easily, and be able to move forward and just continue to just keep learning, keep growing, keep going. And I feel like there was a point where I reached where I was just like, I like it here. I want to just relax here. And as soon as that happened, all of the momentum that I had been building came to a halt and just went. And it was great. I was like, yeah, I did a lot of awesome things. I was able to do this, I was able to do this, and then the rest of the shit came. I've been struggling to look past all the little things I view as failure. I've moved myself from a place of needing tobacco and even using cigarettes, like smoking cigarettes. And I've moved to a point where I don't need tobacco, but nicotine is still a part of my events throughout the day. And I say it like this only because I want it out. I want it out of my life, and I don't believe it's serving me. And sometimes you get that little relaxation period where you're like, everything's good, I'm fine. And then afterwards you feel those effects. And that short-term feeling is just not enough for me to feel like I'm doing something beneficial for myself. And I know there's all these health things and all that, and I get that. But the point is, I am my own person. And the way that I feel about something is important to me. And that's the only person it should be to. And when I know that I'm not doing something that's great for me, or that's helping me get closer to my future self, or living into my value of wanting to grow old and enjoy life and be around there for my kids, when I'm not acting towards that, and I think about all the things that I'm going through that are silly right now, because one day I'm going to be in a place where I'm going to look back at this shit and be like, wow, I really just wish I took that step. I really wish I just did that and didn't have to worry about this, so that I could have just experienced more. And I really just don't want to have regrets in my life. I don't want to regret the fact that I didn't do what was right for me. And it's kind of crazy to think that we have to plan to do better for ourselves. We have to plan to prepare better for ourselves, to have a better day, to have a better focus, to have more strength for this day. And on the one hand, that's incredible. It's amazing that we are able to learn and develop all this information that helps us experience a lot more and have a better understanding of what we're experiencing. But on the other hand, it's it's just you're gonna have to feel everything. You're gonna have to be here. You're gonna have to sit through those hard times because you know what you want. And by going through those times of this really sucks and I know where I want to be. I know where I'm going. I just have to trust. I have to trust. I have to trust. I have to trust. What I feel like has been a problem for me is just trusting. I find myself throughout the day, like when I take time in the morning, I breathe. I'm able to notice my breath and actually like realize I'm breathing. And as the day progresses, I just stop. Like I don't pay attention to my breath, and I'm not like conscious. I'm just like moving. And so when I did today, and I was able to take a step back and just is this really going to make me feel better tomorrow? Am I going to really be able to embrace and influence more people in a better direction by doing this for myself? And sometimes it's no, and sometimes it's like, yeah, I need to do that because I know that that's going to help me have a better understanding, which helps me express more. And if I can express more to you or to anybody else out here, then it'll be easier for more people to get an understanding of what we're dealing with and be able to share our input, because I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I know I'm not. The fact is, I feel alone. And if I feel something, I have to take action on that. And I know that there's people working on my mission just like I am, and they're not perfect. Neither am I. I just need to work on myself right now. And I did really well today compared to the last 8 days of just trying to push, and just trying to get to where I need to be. And the pushing just wasn't helping. And so I let go. I let go of needing to do all these things in order to, like, when I say needing, like, sometimes there's things we feel like we have to do, or we're not going to have a great day, or we're not going to feel good, or we're not going to have this, or we're not going to have this. And I noticed that when I let go of, like, needing to do something to feel this, and rather just, like, you know, I'm really happy that I'm here and that I'm able to have this choice. I'm happy that I'm able to make a choice from happiness and be able to expand that. But I feel like what frightens us is when we're not in a good mood, or we're not in a good state of mind, and we don't feel like we can control it. We're scared to put out that to the world, because we know that whatever we're putting out right now is literally just going to come back, and we just frustrate ourselves with spewing out this negativity and really just feeling so guilty about it. Like, for myself, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with things that are different. I'm struggling to let go of the old things, and that's okay. It's okay to struggle, but what's not okay is to suffer in silence. So, for all those that are going through this right now, whatever you're doing, and you're really hard on yourself, and you're just trying to move just a bit closer to what you truly love, I ask that you trust yourself and just keep taking that action and communicate to the ones you love, like, I'm fucking in a hard place. And if you don't have that connection and support around you to communicate that, you gotta connect with yourself. Connect and be that person for yourself. I remember being in a place where nobody that I saw or was able to notice was able to excite me and get me ready for the day and catch me when I'm down and bring me up every time. It was always me. And I started being that for other people, and I just got drained and tired, and You need to just know for yourself what works for you and dedicate your time and energy into feeling good about what you're doing. Because you don't have to feel good in terms of like, like, yeah, I'm doing all these great things. Like, I'm just like, oh, yeah. Sometimes when you're going through some shit and you're just like, I wish that I didn't have to feel this. And then something comes into your life where you realize that if you had not been here, that thing would have not happened. That person would have not been able to get the help they need. And that just slaps me in the face every day. Because I have people that reach out to me like, yo, I'm really glad what you're doing. And I'm like really happy that you're trying to be your best you can. And I'm fucking grateful for that. People that are recognizing that I'm doing my best and that I'm trying. And even though I've failed multiple times. Because what is success for yourself? Because I know that in myself, I am eating healthier, I'm getting up in the morning, I'm spending time with my family, I'm able to care about more how I think and how I feel and how I react towards others. So that's a fucking win, dude. So the fact that I'm using tobacco, nicotine is just personal. Like, I just don't want to do that for myself. I want to be free to breathe and be okay in my own skin. Because I fucking love you, Tyrone. I know that you're working on things that are fucking difficult and that most are just ignoring. But I know that the people out there that are really working towards what they love will appear. I know that the people that are looking for that support and looking for the community and group are coming. I know that I can do the things that I need to do, but I need to accept the fact that the way I've been doing things is not what's best for me. I need to focus just a little bit more on letting things happen, letting my plans get changed or schedule being shifted, and really just realizing, what are my values? Does that still need to be done today? Is that the biggest priority for today? Because if I do something that I label as a priority, like going to the gym, I label that a priority, I will find a way to go to the gym or physically exercise my body before I do anything else. Because if I'm not doing that, I will not be clear. And I will not be Tyrone. So, let's climb back into our bodies. Forget that shit out there. Love what's in here. And be the best expression of yourself that you want to be. And if you can't convey something, or you feel like you're pretending, or that you're not being your true self, recognize that and take the action for yourself to knock yourself back into place, to do a little something that brings you back to what you love. Because nobody else is going to bring what you bring. Nobody else is going to bring what you bring. Peace. Love. Abundance. Prosperity. Acceptance. Forgiveness. Balance. I am in no way, shape, or form perfect. And that's okay. I am enough for myself. I am worthy for myself. I accept myself, and I can't wait to express more of it tomorrow. I see that little thing in your face where you just feel that little negativity of like, you know, you didn't do as great as you could. And I'm like, I know, but I put in the effort. I was there, and I'm fucking tired. Thank you, Tyrone. Have a great night. You deserve it. Please sleep well. And let's go at it again tomorrow with 129%. Thank you.